ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is part three of Around the Game. I'm here with the MVP, Maureen Amoding. I'm your host, Villager Momo. Before we broke off from part two, you talked about Kasim, how she was that teammate you admired, who really motivated you. How important is teamwork like in a team or during a game or something? How important is teamwork?
Teamwork is what helps you win. If you know, without teamwork, there is no basketball because it's a team sport. You need it for both. You need to build a teamwork both on and off the court, and um, it's just what holds basketball together because it's a team sport. You know, you see, the thing is, even when it's an individual sport, there are managers involved, there are coaches involved. So you basically need to be working together to achieve one goal.
Yeah.
So if that is not there, trust me, there is no win. So teamwork is what holds the entire team together. It's what actually helps any team achieve whatever goal that they want to achieve.
Yeah.
And it goes even just beyond sports. Even in our places of work, every time you're not a team, it's hard for any organization to achieve its goals. So
Okay.
it's what holds the entire team together. So yes, teamwork is very important and the attributes that make the teamwork work.
Yes, I'm going to ask you a personal question this time. I've seen you putting on some yellow, what is it called? Last time you called it a throw on or something.
No, this is not a throw. This is a cropped,
It's what? A crop top.
a cropped jumper.
Yeah, it's a crop jumper. I mean, it has,
Yeah.
is it amplify her or something? Yeah, so where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? I mean, I know it's a lot of edu aid is going to be involved. Tell us about the organization.
Um, Last year, I managed to found an organization called EduAid Africa, and it's an organization that works with student athletes, vulnerable children, and orphans. Um, but basically, we are looking to amplify the lives of student athletes in all the different aspects of their lives. Because today, or if you stepped out there and a parent had an option, they would never let their kid play a
Yeah,
sport
of course.
because of the mindset and perception they have
Yeah.
towards sports. So what we are trying to do is break the barriers and help parents see why it's very, very important to involve their children in playing sports. And EduAid is here just basically to give them guidance, mentorship, and amplify voices of student athletes. So
In the next 5 years,
in
where
the
do you
next
say
five
edu aid?
years, I would say we would want to have connected over, say, 1,000 girls and boys to school, because we believe that if everyone is educated or gets an
Yeah.
education, then they make more informed decisions, they build a better network, and if they are mentored well, they come back and give back to the game or to the different sports discipline they are involved
Yeah.
in a very miraculous way. So what we are looking at is basically to mentor student athletes in becoming better athletes than we were.
Okay, so we can't wait. Let's go edu aid. So let me go personal once again. What other interests or hobbies do you have?
Um, I read a lot.
What kind of books?
Uh, I read Christian books. I read a lot of political books.
Political.
Yes.
Momo political.
Yes, I do a lot of Okay, I work alongside uh, politicians. So I try
So
so much to,
your government, something.
yeah, and right now I'm doing a lot of work around public policy
Okay.
analysis and governance. So I do a lot of reading in relation to public policies and things like that. So even this year, I have made it one of my resolutions to read, at least read a book each month.
Yeah.
And I would say so far so good. And besides that, I like spending time with my children.
Wow.
That is a hobby for me, by the
Of
way.
course, of course.
Spending time with family. Um, the other is I hang out a bit,
Yeah.
though I've toned it down so much. But yeah, I hang out with my friends. It's good to have mommy time, so I take that also very important. So every Saturday, I also do a lot of self care.
Yeah.
I just go maybe say to a spa
Eh,
and just
God dang.
relax my mind and unwind. Yeah, and a spa doesn't have to be very expensive, but at least if it's affordable.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
So apart from basketball, what other sport do you see yourself playing? I mean, if you're not playing basketball, what other sport would you have played?
I think I would have played tennis.
Tennis.
Yeah, because I would say I'm a very driven individual, and sometimes looking back, I'm like, this thing of teamwork, getting all the pieces.
So you prefer doing it by yourself?
Yeah, you get to a point you're like, ah man, if it wasn't for basketball, I would have done a one man army sport. Because trust me, it's beautiful to have a support system around you. But fixing the puzzles from the coach to the managers to the captain to the players to everyone else, fixing them together to ensure that you're on the same page.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's so hard. So I, for one, I would say I would play tennis.
Long tennis,
Yeah,
table tennis or something.
lawn tennis, of course.
Okay.
Of course, I would be the Serena Williams of Uganda.
So now let me twist this a little bit. Why basketball? Why did you prefer to play basketball? Was it the opportunities you got in the sport or something? Or
No,
basketball is fun?
it was fun, and then also I felt like, cause you know when when you get into something and everything is falling in place for you, you kind of inquisitive. You're curious to know what's
Uh,
next. You know, I didn't struggle learning that game. I loved that game. It loved me back. I'm very fortunate, and I've had so many opportunities because of that game. But from the word go, I didn't really struggle uh, playing that game. It was so easy
yeah.
for me.
So the next question is, I already know some of your answers. I mean, throughout our talks, you've been telling us. So let me ask you, top five priorities currently in your life.
I would say God. God is like huge for me. Um, I know for a fact that if it wasn't for God, I don't think I would be where I am. And it's such a huge family value for me. From when I was a child, I knew that even when the things went west, the one thing I needed was God. And I'm so grateful and indebted to my mom for teaching me that. Because there are so many solutions out there on the streets. But knowing that I can stay grounded in knowing that God can fix all my issues, I think plays a huge role
Yeah.
in what I am today. So yeah, God is a constant. Um, the second is family. I'm big on family, be it with my siblings, be it with my
Yeah.
own
You
family,
actually
my
have a
children.
sister in the league, right?
Yeah, I do have a sister that plays in the league, and we have an amazing relationship. I'm
And,
big on family.
and you look alike. You look like a sister. I mean,
Already.
times I'm commentating, I make a mistake and call her
And
Maureen
she
Amoding.
always gets mad at that. But yeah, I'm big on family. Then I would say work
Yeah.
would be my third priority because man, we all have to earn, and it just feels nice that on a day you want to go out there and do whatever you want to do, you can afford it.
Yeah.
It's a very fulfilling feeling. So yeah, work. The fifth, I would say, uh, meditating um, and that goes with my spiritual aspect of God. The fourth, I would say, exercising, just taking care of my health and making sure that I don't succumb to all those diseases that come because of being fat.
Pressure and everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And I'm sorry if I've offended anyone out there, but I would want to stay fit and stay healthy even
Yeah,
when I'm not actively playing. I would want to subscribe to like a gym and stay fit or jog.
yeah, yeah.
Doesn't have to be something I have to pay heavily for. Um, I would say those are my top four. I haven't thought about the fifth, really.
So we'll get it next time, no problem.
Okay.
So, I mean, people have been listening to you talk. The young kids who never saw you
Mm-hmm.
play for Chibuli and A1 at the same time don't know who you are. I mean, me, I know. I know you're a bad man. That one I know. So, what are the major achievements and highlights during your sports career? I mean, let them know MVP, top scorer, during national teams. Please let them know. I want you to assure them
So
so that they don't joke whenever they see you. They have to greet you.
I've won the championship of the National League thrice, four times. Four times. Um, I've been I've been an MVP once in the National League. I've played for the national team for over 10 years. Um, I won MVP for UCU Open for all the time I was in UCU. Those are about four times. I was top scorer and an MVP at the East African University Games twice. I have played for Uganda at Afro, the first cohort that went for Afro basketball. Uh, yeah, I would say basically in a nutshell that's it.
Man, you had it, huh? This is a real MVP, a real bad man. So, this is for the kids, of course, that's outside there once again. What do you see in a great coach?
A great coach.
Yeah,
A great coach is um, because when you look at the word coach,
yeah, like a great coach. What do you look what do you look at when you're talking about someone as a great coach? Of course, this advice will help kids outside there.
relating, partnership, because you're my coach, there should be a relation. I should have the urge to make you look good.
Yeah,
But for every time that urge is not there, then I'm not going to win for you. From experience, I've seen the people that I have put my swords and my sword for, like I have laid my entire energies and commitment and sacrifice for, have been coaches that have stepped beyond the game to relate with me on a personal level, to
yeah,
understand what are some of those things that affect me off the court that could drag into me giving the performance that I give on the court.
yeah,
So it's very, very important that a coach has a good interpersonal skill to relate with players at a professional level.
okay,
Yeah, but also I'm not saying overstep your boundary and say go into detail of the personal life of a player, but just understanding what is affecting them off the court
yeah,
and helping them perform better on the court is what makes a great coach.
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So this is something very, very important. I know we've had a couple of legends in the country, role models, and I can say they kind of got it wrong because they were ignorant.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this question is to upcoming stars, even to the past stars.
Yeah.
How important is public image in a sportsman, to a sportsman?
The public image is very, very important. Um, it's very, very important if you're in a spotlight to build your own personal brand. Because then when the game, after the sport, when the game is done, some of these things are the things that people are going to look back at and be like, you know what, Vinny is a reliable person. I would need him for this.
Yeah,
And another good thing with sport, it builds good habits. You said discipline. It takes a lot of discipline for any player to be who they are,
yeah,
to be great. It takes a lot of hard work. And if you look at life out there, say at jobs, um, the different things life throw at us, these are the same things that they demand from us. These are the same habits. So yeah, I would say it's very, very important for us to stay reliable, committed, and sacrificial to the things that we are intertwined to, so that when the people out there look at us and be like, you know what, this person knows what they're doing, but most importantly, they're committed to pursuing the effort,
Yeah.
and most importantly, the branding, like how you put yourself out there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very, very extremely important.
Okay.
People would want to associate with you or not associate with you basing on how you have presented yourself. So yes, personal branding is very, very important, and honestly, these are things that we didn't get a chance to
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
But now that there are people that are teaching these things, it's very, very important that we invest money into personal development.
Yeah.
Build good habits, build good branding, personal branding for ourselves, that as we step out there and show the world there's something relatable to us. Yeah.
So it's time to go to individuals. I mean, who is the greatest basketballer to you all time? Male, female category outside, not Uganda.
I would say for me, Maya more for the ladies, and Kobe was one of my, Kobe is the greatest for me.
Okay. So a
Oh, and
start,
Michael Jordan.
yeah, and Michael Jordan. So a starting five outside, they are not here.
Wow, a starting five.
You can mix it, guys
Ah,
and ladies.
you've heard about Clark?
Yeah, of course.
I think she's an amazing player.
That's number two, right?
Yeah.
Shooting guard.
Yeah. For number one, I'll go with Dana Terasi.
Okay.
Number three, I will go with two, three. I'll go with Mayamo.
Okay.
You said I mix even with the guys.
It's okay.
My big man KG.
KJ, Kevin Garnett.
Yes. I won't mention Kobe because he's not here. I would go with Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan. Yeah, that's perfect. So let's bring it back home. No beef. I don't want to.
No.
Who's the greatest, first of all, back home?
For the ladies, I would say the greatest player is so clear, I think, is Babita Ali. Like, man, she was mind blowing. Like, when I joined that A1 team, I was like, so bad.
And what is she good at?
She was a mixture of a shooting guard. She wasn't a shooting guard. She was a number three, like four, but she was exceptionally skilled, like so clear. Like the pocket passes. Like I'm talking about someone who knew that game. Uh, People who don't need too much physics to play,
Yeah,
but they play with the brain.
yeah.
I think that's why I think I will mention Mavita, and for the men, I would say you saw the Mandela brothers play, but men on men.
Hmm. Both Eric and Henry.
Yes, they were so amazing together. The duo was, yeah, then they were playing for Falcons, then they went to Warriors.
Warriors. Yeah,
They were mind blowing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Then your best five in the both guys and girls category.
I would go with the Malinga brothers first
4-5.
for five. Number three, I would go with Mavita Ali.
No, no, just give me guys first.
Okay, guys, because you told me to mix earlier. For the guys, I'll go with Ivan and as the point guard. I would go with I say
Warriors.
man, that guy was
So,
unstoppable.
so that's the number. That's a number two.
Was
Yeah.
number two was a shooting guard.
Okay. So number three
My number three
gets complicated.
gets complicated, but I think I would give it to Chuma. Chuma has really played so well.
Chuma.
Yes.
Which Chuma? This Chuma Joseph.
Chuma Joseph
Okay.
played so well last season
Yeah.
that I was like, what is that Chuma was really new? See, you know, we're used to you together.
Yeah.
It was so exceptional last season. And I was like, we are doing him so much. So I would want to do maybe.
Okay. So the greatest of all time to you is the Malinga brothers.
The Malika and the Linapo brothers. What do you guys
No, you're supposed to pick one. You can't say. You have to pick one. Don't tell me Malinga brothers. Tell me Henry. Tell me Eric. Tell me Jimmy. Tell me Ivan. Or tell me Chuma.
That's a tricky one.
You have to pick one. Like though you picked Mavita early in the girls category.
I would say Eric Malika.
Erica.
Yeah.
Okay. So before we close this, just two more questions. Number one, if you were the FUBA president currently, what would you change?
First of all, relieve the FUBA president from the duties of being affiliated to movement, because for any organization to thrive, there shouldn't be a conflict of interest. And I feel like for every president that is in that position where they are affiliated to a team, you're bound to be compromised.
Yeah, of course.
And I think for any organization to grow, that distinction should be there. And for me, I don't know. I don't know. People believe it's because it shows support to the league. It's a growing league and stuff like that. But I think the president should be out there looking for partnerships, long-term partnerships that are going to boost the league, to grow the league, bring fans into the league, and ensure that the league needs the stage where it's at. Needs There needs to be a lot of sacrifice, and I think that is now in place. Because then he has no bias. He's concentrating on ensuring that the league gets strategic partners. Like, I think that's one thing for me I would change. Yeah.
I think this is the last question I'm going to ask you. But this is a YouTube channel. This footage is going to be on YouTube forever. It's not going to go away. I know you have young boys. I want you to advise them, of course. Generally, you're talking to the kids outside there. What advice would you give these kids as athletes, as individuals who are going to grow to become adults? Based on your experience. I want you to act like you're talking to your boys. How would you advise them and how would you talk to them as Maureen Amoding, aka MVP?
I think for me personally, I would advise them to stay in sports. Very, very key. Because yes, our league is growing, the sports disciplines are growing, the federations are trying to grow the game. But it's very, very important that they are student athletes. They should be students first before they're athletes.
Yeah.
So it's very important to focus the on what life